Yo, welcome. So, internet meme turned rapper turned OnlyFans star Bad Barbie has claimed that she made $52 million from her OnlyFans page. No, there are a lot of thirsty men in the world, you know what I mean? And so this is totally not improbable, But what I want to say is this: I'm not one of those dudes who is big on the whole thing about females selling their bodies on social media. But if you're going to sell your body, you know what I mean, this is how you do it. This is how you want to see the profits because you have so many women who have been selling their bodies for many years on social media or even on the regular public domain, strip clubs, you know what I mean, bars, on the hip strips. And they have nothing to show for it, you know what I mean? Case in point is this girl called Malia Michelle, you know what I mean? Malia has been on the circuit forever, you know what I mean? She was featured in Drake's song. She was featured in Sean Kingston's song. She had even Mandigo ad back in the day in Jamaica, and she has not elevated, you know what I mean? She has missed several chances, to get a come up, you know what I mean, because of her attitude when she was, dating celebrities. And she's still on social media, granted in her late 30s right now, you know what I mean, soon be 40. And she's still stripping, you know what I mean, and nothing to gain, nothing. So I commend Bad Barbie. Today we are not having a moral conversation whether it is right or not for females to sell their bodies, etc. You know what I mean? But there is also the double standard where females love to say men see them as just their body, you know what I mean, just sexual beings. However, when they do these things and they expose their bodies on their Instagram pages, I'm sure men are not the one who are basically putting their bodies out there like that. Men are not the ones who are, selling their bodies for them on OnlyFans. You know what I mean? They made a choice to do that on their own, which means they are indeed cognizant that, there is something beautiful, there is something to be desired about their body, and that men are really not purposely targeting them because they're just innocent women who, who want to be thought of for their mind and not their bodies. You know what I mean? They damn well know that the body is a pull factor because they exploit it when it's necessary, or when it's convenient. Granted, it's their body, so it should be convenient to them. But I'm just saying, highlighting the hypocrisy. So we are not having a ethical or a moral conversation whether women should sell their body or not. We are looking at the ones that will basically, made the right decisions doing that so that they don't have to keep doing that same thing long term. You know what I mean? They can flip that money and go legit. You know what I mean? Just like when a regular street guy is in the street and, he's hustling and he gets a lick, you know what I mean? And he can now flip that money and go legit, you know what I mean? He can start a restaurant, he can start a car wash, you know what I mean? He can start a laundromat, clubs, so many things, you know what I mean? Men have come up from doing unscrupulous things like selling drugs to the community, you know what I mean? Robbing, stealing, and whatnot. And we glorify men who do those things, though they are very unethical. But yet we want to judge women, you know what I mean, for exposing their bodies, exposing their punani, you know what I mean, for money, you know what I mean. Not saying it's right or wrong. As I said before, we are not having a moral conversation today. So my personal opinion on, the act of doing such things, I will not share that today, maybe in another post, you know what I mean. But just admiring how the way she was able to flip this thing into money, you know what I mean? So she charges $23.99 per month. So we'll call it $24 per month for access to her photos and videos on her OnlyFans page, which she created just a week after her 18th birthday, you know what I mean? She also posted receipts to show that she made more than $757,000, you know what I mean, that she made in subscription fees, you know what I mean? So Well, congrats to Bad Barbie. You know, she has a strong following on social media and she was able to translate that following into money. You know what I mean? Carla Ray wasn't able to do the same thing. You know, she's popular on social media, holding million of subscribers as well. However, when she recently released her album, she only sold 9,000 copies. You know what I mean? And you know that shows that not every fan are supporters, but it appears that Bad Barbie's fans are definitely her supporters. You know what I mean? Nicki Minaj endured the same thing a few years ago. She had millions of subscribers on Instagram, and then she released her album and the sales weren't very successful. You know what I mean? She was pretty mad about it because the album went number 2. You know what I mean? I was beaten by Travis Scott, if you all remember that situation. You know what I mean? So it's good when you have loyal fans, or it's good when you know how to galvanize your fans. You know what I mean? And Kim Kardashian was able to do the same thing. She broke from a sex tape and she's now a billionaire. Granted, Kanye West had a big foot in that. But had it not been for that sex tape, you know what I mean, that she marketed herself with, you know, she may not have been a billionaire today. You know what I mean? So it all has to do with marketing, knowing your fan base and knowing how to galvanize them. You know, and so other thoughts should basically take something from the roadmap set by Bad Barbie and the queen of thoughts herself, Kim Kardashian, and learn how to flip your money, learn how to galvanize your fan base instead of spending your entire life, you know what I mean, skinning out the pum pum on social media and not having anything to show for it in the long run. Just like males in the streets every day selling drugs and have nothing to show for it in the long run. I'm out.